liberation. What's it really worth? Everything. Or more specifically, $15,000 to $22,000. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Plutocracy. We are here again in our lovely study, and I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is, well, we'll get onto that. The bad news is, well, let's start with the good news. The good news is that there's a new update to the game. There's a bunch of changes and little bug fixes and lots of stuff going on. So that's good news. The bad news is that it's killed our current playthrough. The file is not recoverable. So that's a shame. But it's given us a chance to start again, to start afresh. So our wonderful player, character, Robin Banks, has been reincarnated. And Robin Banks has a new opponent, Jordan Russell, who's a very angry looking man. Look at him. Look at you could almost see the terror portrayed in his eyes. Oh, what a horrible man. Anyway, this is our enemy, our new enemy. Yes, so we're starting afresh. We are currently in, well, not in the stock market. We are in the state of Texas, a beautiful state, just a 1-star, I hear. So we're in the beautiful state of Texas, and we're out to make a fortune for ourselves, but all over again. It's good. We've got a bit longer to do it now. One of the other changes that they've given the game a difficulty rating, which is kind of cool. This is only 43% difficult, which is fine by me, because it doesn't always go to plan, and that's dandy for what I want. So we're going to have a playthrough, maybe not the hardest difficulty ever, but that's fine. I like to have a nice peaceful relaxed time when I'm playing a game. How are we going to start making our money? Well, first let's read our mail. Right, well we already know about Jordan Russell. He's a toad. Look at him. Oh, horrible man. Right, so we've read our mail. We haven't got any skills. Yes, everything's looking good over here on the bookcase. Everything's fine. No skills though. So we need to earn skill points. That's going to be a priority for us. But getting income is always a priority. We start with our minus 2,000 living expenses or maintenance or whatever it is. So we need to earn at least 2k straight away. One of the things we found out in the last game is that we didn't really invest in the most profitable places, and that hindered us. So I'm going to buy a good old ticket over to West Virginia. And yeah, we're going to get a ticket to West Virginia, and we're going to invest in the most profitable company there. So I'm going to advance time to the next event, and let's whiz away. There we go. So most profitable company, Riviera Mining. Let's do it. And immediately our opponent has bought 0.83% of shares in this company. So we know what the opponent's strat is. It's exactly the same. We probably won't be able to buy as much as the opponent. This guy's calm. Let's look at the cheapest. There, it's this person. Let's speak to him if we can. Deal. We need to have no less influence points. How much influence do we need to speak to him? Oh, 899. Well, that's a bummer. So who's next? The opponent. We can't speak to the opponent. We can't speak to this person, which means we have to speak to Sarah, who's the most expensive. So that's not good. We're off to a bad start, I would say. But let's dive in and let's buy some of this company. I'm just going to go around and just buy up some shares in. Ooh, that's not bad. We could have done a lot worse. I'm going to buy up some shares in some companies. So what do we have? 0.87% of the company. So we're behind our Oh no, we're just ahead. We must have got a marginally better price than our opponent. So that's amazing. So we should be making a marginal amount more than them. So what are they on? 22.7. Oh no. 21.7. Maybe not. We are now. This is another email. This is very not an email. This is very much a paper mail. Another paper mail warning that we might get now is the "you are at risk of bankruptcy" mail, which is new. But luckily we're due to get 21,000. We could go bankrupt, I suppose, but hopefully we won't. So I'm going to ignore that. And let's jump ahead in time and see if we go bankrupt or not. Good news, we didn't go bankrupt. Very happy about that. We did get the 21.7k as expected. Let's jump on in and have a look at that good old profitability filter again. So part of me wants to just continuously buy shares in the most profitable company. The only problem with that generally is that the most profitable companies here, they normally have a 100% dividend rate, and in my experience they have more tendency in going bankrupt, because if I have a look at the good old so there's nothing in reserve for this company at all at the moment, which means that if something unexpected happens, then likelihood is they're going to be in a bit of trouble because they've got no spare cash. So part of me wants to put money in just the most profitable companies, just so that we're earning the highest dividend rate. But part of me wants to also start investing in smaller companies as well. So that might be something that I do. Maybe every other quarter. So we'll go for like a spread tactic where we invest part of our money in the most profitable companies, and then we can also target some of our cash into smaller market share companies. So let's have a look at the market share, market cap. Yeah, so there's a very small market cap company here. So if we go there, we might be able to buy out some of that company. Let's zip to over there. Oh, I don't want to click on that. So I'm going to sort my market cap, and yeah, there's the Wright brothers. This must be before they invent the plane. They've got a bank, and it's got a very small market cap of 1.1 mil, and 3 shareholders. One thing you might notice, they've reduced the number of shareholders in each company as part of the update, so we should have less people to speak to. I think it's gone down to about a third of the original. So before you might have had like 12 shareholders in some companies to speak to. Now, thankfully, it's cut down quite a lot, because it was quite tedious talking to all of those different investors. So, and that was popular demand. So we're going to speak to, I thought that said email. I've got email on the brain today. We're going to speak to email, and we're going to buy some shares in his bank. He's not even a Wright brother. He's not, but that's fine. We're gonna buy some shares, and then the next time round we'll go and buy shares in the most profitable company. So we'll keep coming back here. I can't afford to build an office in this state yet, and I can't even remember what state we're in. We have a chance to get. Oh, okay. So we have a chance to get an agent. I could get gratitude, which is always a nice thing to get. But let's maybe get a debt collector. They might be able to deal with some random stuff for us. And let's have a look at the statistics for this place. It's got a 45% dividend rate, and it's got 93,000 in reserve. So although the net income at this business is actually quite small, they are putting away a decent amount every single quarter. So we're going to slowly chip away and buy this bank from the Wright brothers. But until we're done doing that, we need to focus on those more profitable companies. So let's keep doing that. Let's invest in a more profitable company. Okay, we've got money again, and I'm going to jump into the good old map, and we're gonna continue our strategy. We're going to go for the most profitable company, and it's all the way in California, which means we won't be able to buy many shares because that's a good old train ride. Maybe I should have looked for something closer by. I don't want to sell those. Come on, we should arrive in California any second now. Oh, we've got an event. Do I want to increase the work plan? Yes, I do. Let's vote that through. And let's continue. Yes, we're here. Okay. So most profitable company, we can see that there's been an accident there. That's interesting to know. Lowest price of a share, 44.1. Always look for these people with the broken piggy bank, because they will always be cheaper than people without. And he's unavailable until the 19th of August, which is coming up. So let's advance to that time. 19th. Hello, hello, hello. I've got a deal right for you. So I'm going to up that. We'll start the negotiations, and hopefully, because he seems to want to sell, we can get a good deal. We're being very reasonable with our negotiating tactics. I can't compromise, so I'm just gonna accept. So we didn't make many. We didn't buy many shares then. So I'm gonna probably stay here next quarter, buy a few more shares, and then advance back to the place with the bank. Uh-oh, scandalous article. Right, okay, so I always bribe people. I don't know if we'll go bankrupt, because we've got that warning now that we might go bankrupt, but I'm always going to bribe people from now on. Okay, we've got 23,000. Do we risk buying something? We could buy a taste of freedom. I might do it because ultimately it's a good thing to be able to taste freedom. So let's see what we get it for. Hopefully. Okay, we got it. We had to spend a bit more than people are willing to spend generally, but we did get it. Oh, there was an accident and a fine at Wright Brothers, so that's bad. That's a shame. And what's going on in the news? Oh, there's a decreased demand for kerosene. Very bad, probably. And what's going on here? There's upcoming elections of officials. So where's that? Does it tell me? It doesn't tell me. Okay. Oh, state of Alabama. It says at the top, right here. Okay, well, we're not in Alabama right now, so I don't have to worry about that. Here we go. Right. Another change. When you click on this picture of the map, it automatically takes you to the state you're in. And when you press back, it takes you back to the office. So you don't actually get to see the map properly. You have to click this one. I'm not sure why they've made that change. It feels a little bit awkward, but we're learning. We're dealing with it. Right. Back into California. Oh, look, we've got a new most profitable company, the Clark Brothers here. Clark Brothers, unlike the Wright Brothers, not making planes. Now, I think, yeah, this guy's going to be the cheapest. And I'm just going to sink some money into here. And if these companies eventually go bankrupt, it shouldn't be a problem for us, because we will be running a nice little bank somewhere. Yeah, we'll agree there. We made a nice tidy sum. Fantastic, and we're making 30k every single tick, so job's a good one. Okay, so almost 30,000 in the bank. Not quite, but almost. We're going to move on. We're going to move on. We're going to go back to Indiana. Indiana's the place where we're buying a tiny bank. We're going to go there any second now. Thank you, but I do not wish to sell my shares. Oh, we do have a chance to buy some liberation. I might do it. This is maybe a bad idea, but again, liberation. What's it really worth? Everything. Or more specifically, $15,000 to $22,000. Right. Yes, we were travelling. We're travelling to the tiny bank where we can't buy many shares in it because we made a boo-boo and we spent all of our money on cigars. Oh, and the chief of police wants a bribe. But look at this, we have money in our bank account, so we can bribe him. This might not work, but hopefully it will. Anytime now. And it didn't work. So that means for an entire quarter, we won't be able to do any trading anyway. So that's sad. Okay, we've got a bit more money, and we can see here we've actually lost a bunch of money as well. I wonder if that means somebody's gone bankrupt. Oh, there was an accident at an oil company, so maybe they're not making any money right now. That's a shame. If we have a look at our shares, yeah, Riviera Mining. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, we'll ignore that for now. We're gonna try and buy some more shares in our lovely bank. So short sort of market cap again. Oh, we're out for the count until the 1st of June. Yeah, we need to wait until next quarter. So I guess I'll be back with even more money. Okay, we're back with more money than ever before. Well, not quite, but a good amount of money. We're going to buy off of the cheapest guy, maybe. Right, this guy's going to be difficult to deal with. He's aggressive. Right, he's aggressive, and our diplomacy will have less impact on him. We're not even very diplomatic at the moment, so this guy's going to be difficult to speak to. I'm tempted to just keep buying off of this calm person while I can. Because it doesn't matter, even if I mess up this negotiation, he remains calm. He's not phased. He's laid back, he's cool about it. So we'll compromise here. We'll probably just accept at the price we get. So now we own 7.4% of the bank, and that we've got an achievement for conducting negotiations. Fantastic. Let's jump into our bookcase. What is a good thing to go for? I think eloquence, possibly. We're doing a lot of negotiations now. I'm not buying off the stock market very often, so we're gonna go for eloquence, and we're gonna increase our number of rounds that we can negotiate for. I think that's generally a good idea. Okay, we have a very small amount of shares, but we do have shares. We can't afford this tea set, unfortunately. Jumping into the world map again, I'm going to go for the most profitable company this time. And luckily it's only a short train ticket over to, I think this is West Virginia again. Yes, West Virginia. So let's go to West Virginia. We're going for the most profitable company this time, and it's Hallelujah Coal. I think that's what that says. We're going to buy shares there. Now this guy wants to sell shares. He's not calm. But he does want to sell his shares, so let's sell to him. Or let's buy from him, which is the right way around. I'm just going to do what I can. That's a beautiful trade. That is a very good trade right there. Excellent. We're going to agree. And we have a few more shares. That's going to increase our income somewhat. And let's jump ahead. Okay, so we are going to go to the most profitable company again this time. I think we're still in West Virginia. So that's pretty good. And it is this time Miller Brothers. So let's talk to the cheapest person here if we can. I don't like talking to the aggressive people though. Calm people are always good, but he is cheap. 38. I don't know. Let's talk to the calm guy. I feel like talking to calm people was always a good idea. Let's buy as many shares as we can. I'm going to do this a few times just to try and up our cash. This is a reasonable deal. It's not far off market value. So yeah, let's go for it. Amazing. And just slowly increasing our income. So it's gone down to 17 from where it was earlier, but we'll claw it back up. Okay, again, same deal. We're going profitability, most profitable, over to the teeny tiny state of Rhode Island, famous for Family Guy, I believe. And we're going again for profitability, and we've got the Martinez brothers. I'm going to deal with this calm person because calmness is the way of the world. We're going to buy as many shares as we can, and we'll compromise. And I think we're going to be paying slightly above market value for these, but that's a-okay. I'm going to remain calm about it. It's all good. Okie dokie. Profitability. over here, Missouri. I'm spending a lot of money on train tickets, which I know isn't optimal, but there's not a lot I can do about that right now. I'm just going to continue to shove money into the best. Oh, see, my opponent's already bought a bunch of shares, right? We'll buy from this guy. He's not calm. This deal could go wrong. Fingers crossed it doesn't. Hopefully you'll come over here and it'll all be okay. Hopefully you'll come over here and it'll all be okay. I'm going to have to agree, otherwise he's going to get super angry at me. So that was perhaps a bad deal. We just got another achievement. We went to dinner with a politician, apparently, and we became friends. So we earned a star. So I'm going to put the I'm going to put it into psychology, because I think it's good. Psychology, I think, reduces the amount of influence we need when we talk to people. So I'm going to do that because I feel that's going to be quite useful for us. Okay, so we've compromised a fair amount on this one, but that's more shares again. And again, more shares. We're travelling to the most profitable place. And so's our opponent, because that's the way the AI system works in this game. Because that's the best way to make early game money. I think generally we can do it a bit better than the AI, but I'm not entirely sure. We're just trying to increase our income a little at the moment. Once we get to about 100k, we'll switch over to buying the bank. I think that's probably the way to go. She's negotiated a lot, we'll agree. Amazing. That shares in other random company. Oh, and we have to bribe the police officer again. I could use the debt collector, but I'm just going to bribe him. Always bribe him. Okay, so decent deal here and more shares for us. Uh-oh, there is a raiding attempt. I don't think I'm good enough to convince anybody to not do anything, so maybe it'll all work out. We might have to sell some shares here, and we do, and that might be for a loss. Not sure. We have a bit of cash to play with though, I suppose, so let's oh, it was Kelly Transport that we just had to sell shares in, so let's let's buy on the stock exchange. We're travelling over to good old New Jersey, famous for being new, and we do have shares already in a place here, so let's buy some more. That seems like a good idea to me. Let's see if we can get this side of the... Oh, she doesn't want to budge. I'm going to compromise. That's a big old compromise. Come on. Come on. Come this way a little bit. Well, we could compromise again. Just slightly. She might... No, okay. We're agreeing. At the end of the day, I'll buy for whatever. I am bribing an editor. And it didn't work, and we've lost reputation. That's going to hurt. How much reputation have we got now? Only 3. So we're going to want to try and fulfill some ambitions pretty soon. I wonder if we can fulfill any ambitions in the current state that we're in. So I'm going to have a look at that now. So doable actions. All doable actions, to be honest. Let's go to shares and items. Doable ambition. Doable ambition. Aha! Well, this is maybe good. There are politicians wanting to get sponsored. Oh, New Hampshire. Is that New Hampshire? Are these all New Hampshire? Florida and New Hampshire. Let's go to one that I definitely know. Let's go to good old Florida. I like the sun, so let's go there. I like the sun and the wind. Right, person search. Now the other thing I needed to do, states, only available. There we go. And all of these people should be in Florida. Very good. And we can have a look at their ambitions. So, what we want, essentially, is to go for the cheapest sponsorship. And we just want to sponsor people. while we can. It's not a great use of money, but it's a great way to get reputation. We can even maybe sponsor one of these guys and get a puppet, which would be interesting. This person's got a fair chance to win, I suppose. Let's sponsor them. We have a puppet now, but I'm going to get my reputation back up, because reputation is very important when it comes to your influence, I think. At least it was always the case that your reputation fed directly into your influence. So, and some characters will only speak to you if your reputation is at least as good as them. So it's always good to max out your reputation. Apparently we've just gone out. We've gone out to let off steam, and we've got dirt on somebody. So that's something. Cost us money though. That's a shame. While we're here, I'm going to buy some shares in one of the more profitable companies in the area. Why not? Let's see if we can get a below market price deal, which it looks like we will be able to. Very much so. Thank you very much, Jordan, for selling us shares in Diaz Steel. Always very, very, very welcome. And I think quite possibly at that point, we've made some good inroads. We've made some good inroads. We're not quite there yet. We're not where we used to be before the corruption of our save. We're nowhere near. We don't even own a bank yet, but we are making progress, and progress is what's important. Let's have a good old look at how we're doing. We've got a balance of 26,000. We're worth 376,000. Let's have a look at our opponent. They're doing a fair bit better than us at the moment. They've made some better decisions than we have. I'm not going to lie. We've not played optimally. We've not done it. We've not done everything we should have done. We had to bribe a policeman. We got stuck for a quarter or two. We had some problems, but our balance is 26,000. Not great. Their balance is 73,000. It might take a bit of a miracle for us to catch up here. Their wealth, 575. Half a mil. Us, we're not quite there yet. We're not quite there yet. But if I know anything about robbing banks, and I know just as much as everybody else, because this character was only created like 30 minutes ago. If I know anything about robbing banks, is that he's persistent, and he will continue to try, and he will continue to buy shares until eventually, one day, he hits it big. So, with that, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed watching today. If you have, leave me a like. If you have any comments about how the game is going, or how you think about any of the new features that you've seen, let me know in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed, but you'd like to see more videos, go ahead and leave a little subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, and maybe you'll be updated on things to come. Right, well, until next time, thank you for watching. Goodbye.